going to be reading a couple of poems today from my upcoming poetry collection. I'm hoping to finish this someday soon, which will be available in the future. This one is about my mother. It's called Sally Taught Joy in the Kitchen. Sally. She taught me joy in the kitchen. The radio on the counter tuned to the only station in a 100-mile radius. After Paul Harvey had told us about Wells Lamont gloves and instructed us to have a good day, the music started. Sally bounced at the knees, waggled her fingers on either side of her face, smiling at me. She grabbed my hands, twirled me around, twirled herself around, giggling. She taught me to be humble, that my concerns are always secondary to those who have less. Even when I think I have nothing, there is always someone who I can help. She taught me that sugar is love, that there is a hug or a kiss or a shoulder to lean on in every spiced cookie or every slice of banana bread, even the kind with nuts. She taught me to be silly, even when, especially when, your life has gotten serious around you. She taught me it was okay, even great, to think for myself, to leave her, to live my life, to disagree with her, to be different. She taught me it is okay to come back home, that she would always be there, to hug hello and wave goodbye, sticking up her thumb, index finger, and pinky to say, I love you. So I'm recording this right before Mother's Day, and that's for my mom, Sally. This next one is about some developments near where I used to live. It's called Progress. At the V, between Frontage Road and Entrance Ramp, the snowy egret stretches, long and graceful. An endless flow of cars streamed past a tree line, made gray with exhalation of tailpipes and cigarettes. Cocooning the hill where she nests, in vampire grass and foxtails, half-mile removed from the wetlands where her ancestors rested for centuries, since the sea carved out the coast. The silt of her ancestral foundations transformed into a new bed for 100 new condos, with parking access to store on site. Now, the ghostly bird lights on her new home, resting in the crook of this freeway joint. Felt that for that bird. And here's somebody else in trouble. Our little friend Stickman. He's always getting himself into trouble, so I decided to write him a little poem. Stickman is in trouble again. Running across the freeway, pinched in the elevator door, bonked by the parking gate, lifting with his back. Crushed in the canning machinery, diving too deep in the shallow end. Shocked by the live line when digging, burnt by the oven door. Plummeting off the cliff, tripping down the stairs, beamed by falling ice, slipping on the newly mopped floor. Struck by lightning, tumbling off the ladder, caught up in electrical cords, gargling with disinfectant, drowning in the strong rib tide. Do needs to be more careful. I mean, there are signs. Alright, so this next one, kind of have a soft spot for pieces about mortality and relationship and closeness and loss. And I also have a soft spot for estate sales, and I wrote this one after we went to an estate sale in our neighborhood. It is called Before the Estate Sale. Just you and her. You and her. Together since too many years to count back. Beside you for every company holiday, party, doctor's appointment, movie night. She looks good in that yellow dress. You share your beer. You share your beer. All these Polaroids, just you and her at the beach, your niece's wedding, birthday at the Chinese restaurant, playing cards, snuggling the dog. boards and plaster that build your home, your past, your life. Just you and her things. Souvenir plates from the art museum, that lopsided Afghan she made before giving up crochet entirely. Bookcases lined with characters she quote, words and worlds she absorbed on art history, gardening, indigenous sociology, how to build a future for humanity in space, her favorite fiction. French cooking, Cajun specialties, vegetarian cuisine, foods that help you heal, how to beat cancer naturally. Just you and her. Just you. Stack the books all over her side of the bed to keep yourself on the right side. Put the dishes in the dishwasher any way you like. Leave the toilet seat up. Use the same towel for 3 weeks. Watch TV through the dark until the sun shines in and the heat finds your way to sleep. Or until the case of beer is empty. You don't have to share. Just you. Just you. Just quiet surrounding you. Silence so deep it anchors in your breastbone. I miss going to estate sales. That's all I'm going to say about that. Alright, thank you so much for bearing with me. This is the last one. And it reminds me of the good old days of riding our beach on the bikes. I'm a bit of a worrier. And there's people at the beach who don't seem to have any worries at all, and I envy them that mindset. So I wrote this, and it's called Trouble in Mind. We ride our bikes into the cool choral finale of the day. Doctor's bills, bank accounts, and that weird twingy lockup behind my left knee on this ride with me. Their feet in the pedals, keeping me tethered to the pockmarked road flowing underneath us. We pass a smiling man sitting outside his RV, dog leaning against his leg, a silvery, sweaty beer can in his hand, the sunset turning our world peachy. My partner slows, pulling along beside me. He nods towards the parking lot tourist. Can you imagine living a life without worry? He says. Can you imagine it? But I couldn't. Thank you for having me read for the Oxnard PACC. I really appreciate it. I hope you are all staying safe out there, and we will see you at the Oxnard PACC soon.